Alright. Hey, what's up, Biff? What's up, Har? Um, I'm not entirely sure how long the stream's gonna be. Like I said, it always depends on how many people actually roll through, if a discussion gets going. Otherwise, this is just a random upload that people can watch later, if they so choose. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and start the topics for today. And just go on a few things that's been going on today and the past couple days, and some stuff I want to talk about. Chilling ready for the damn weekend. Hey, I am going to be off this weekend. I requested this weekend off because I guess we'll just start out with this. Let's go ahead and show it off, because today I got to pick up Alright, look at that. In my hands, a copy of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, I actually got it a day early. There was a store that was selling it, and I went ahead and picked it up. I don't know if I should say the name of the store, because I don't want to get them in trouble with Nintendo. I guess One Up Games in downtown Covina was selling them today, and so I went down there to see if they had any for pickup, and they did. So I have the game. It's legal. I wouldn't say it's illegal. I mean, it's definitely like a real. Let's go ahead and. I know there's not much inside of this thing. But let's go ahead and do a quick opening of it real quick. We all know what's going to be in here. A bunch of nothing and a cartridge. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So this is amazing. Check this out. I want to show you something real quick. Just for context, let me show you guys something. We have here the very first and original Legend of Zelda for the NES from years ago. And then the new game with all that new stuff packed on this tiny little cartridge right here. Look at that. Look for comparison. That's like look at that. You can fit the thing almost right here. Look at that. That's just like, it's amazing. Isn't technology amazing? When you think about it. How does it smell and taste, though? You're not gonna get me with that one. I remember that. Don't think I don't know what you're talking about, Biff. You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to fool me. Actually, it's not that hard, but come on, I knew that one. Although one time I did forget that they made the cartridges taste bad on purpose. And I went to switch games, and I put one in my mouth, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. Because I had it hold it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot they did that. So, what nakedness? What are you talking about? I don't understand. Who's saying anything about nakedness? Am I missing something here? Is there a... I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. So I got the game today. Oh god, I want to play it so bad right now too. You don't understand. Like, I was gonna start this stream, and then I saw an Instagram post from this game store saying they were already selling copies, and I ran over there to go get it. And now I'm here like, god, I want to play this game, but I'm like doing the fucking stream right now. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. All right. But, yeah, so... Ooh, I'm just like, oh my god, I just want to play the game so badly right now. You don't understand. But, let's get through this. Like I said, we're going to get through the stream, and then let's see what happens. I don't know. I don't know if I should stream it today or not. I don't want to get in trouble. No, it's real. It's not. There's no reason for it to be fake. Will they try? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people got early copies and they're already streaming it. I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal, but I don't know. We'll have to see. I might not stream it today, but I'm definitely gonna play it like after this stream. As soon as the stream is over, I'm popping that shit and I'm playing it. Like maybe I'll wait till tomorrow to stream it. Maybe I'll just see how much I get into it or something like that. We'll see. But yeah. So I don't know. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I bet there are people streaming. Let me check right now. I bet if I looked, let's go ahead. Is there a? Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Sorry, bear with me here. We're gonna go dark for a second. Can you guys still hear me? I hope you guys can still hear me. Okay, we should be okay. Let's go to. I'm looking for. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and do that real quick, and then we will see. Let's go ahead and see who's. I bet it's probably streaming right now. So we're gonna go ahead, just pull up Twitch real quick. I'm sure you can all see that. And beat 'em ups. I think I've talked about him before. He's streaming it, so I'm sure there's a lot of people streaming this game right now. And this guy's got like a lot more viewers. He's got like 14,000 people watching. I'm sure he'll be fine. Okay, over 1,000 people watching. I said that wrong, but I don't know how long he's been playing it, and it doesn't look like he's getting in that much trouble. So I don't think it's something we'll have to worry about. But, yeah, it looks like, I mean, other people are streaming it right now, and I think they're doing just fine. I don't think I'm going to have any real issues if I do it myself. But anyway, so I want to talk real quick about the review scores came out today, okay? So, like I said, the review scores are out, and it's going pretty well. I mean, a lot of sites are giving it like high scores. I think there was one that gave it like an average score, but you know that's fine. You know, it is what it is. I'm sure as the days go on, that more reviews come out, and there might be more positive, might be more negative. I don't know. I know some people are not going to like this game, and they're going to give their honest review. And I understand that. I'm not trying to take that away from anybody. Yeah, I know most of them are 10s. I think there's one site that gave it a 6 out of 10. Like, I don't know. I didn't read any of the reviews. I just saw like this. Everybody's posting the scores. 10 here, 10 out of 10 here, 10 out of 10. Oh, they're all posting the high scores. Like I said, there's one site that gave it like a 6 out of 10. That is what it is. The Metacritic score right now is pretty high. I don't give a shit about that. But I know a lot of people are sitting there, like, you know, a lot of people are just like, yeah, look at that, oh, Metacritic score, and other people are like, I shouldn't get that. So there's a lot of polarization today. I mean, Nintendo fans are running around with big dick energy today. You know, they're all, I'm sure they're all like happy and shit to see this game being successful score-wise. And there's some people who are not happy about it at all, and they're not having a good day. They are very they're very upset to see this game scoring so well. It's weird, you know, it's how gamers are, and like, oh my god, why is this game scoring so high? I don't understand. It doesn't have graphics. It doesn't have high frame rates. Saying, all right, look, I'll join it. I know, and I'm not gonna sit here and defend the Switch's power because yeah, it's an old it's old technology, and it was already running on old technology when it started. Let's be real here. I get it. I understand. Believe me, I know. Zelda Tears of the Fanboys. I know, right? And like I said, I'm not going to sit here and try to defend the Nintendo's like lower end hardware compared to other, compared to its to the big boys, the PlayStation and the Xbox, which have sold to you their power. That's what they're there for. They sell you their power. As far as Nintendo goes, I don't know. Like I said, they don't seem that worried about power right now or for a while, but nevertheless, a lot of people are mad that this game is getting higher scores, even though it's not really graphically on par with like other games and stuff like that. Like I said, a lot of people are upset. They are just really, really pissed to see this game getting high scores, and they're like, I have seen people. They were like retweeting. They're retweeting tweets in Spanish that were criticizing it to show a point. They wanted to like. I was like, do you even know what it said? They were retweeting tweets from other languages to try to prove their point. I don't get it. I'm like, do you even speak Spanish, sir? I don't think you do. Based on some of the people I've seen retweeting this, no, I know for a fact they don't speak a word of Spanish. I mean, neither do I, but you get the point. It's like they're retweeting Spanish tweets. The game is basically unplayable if it isn't pushing out 4K at 120 hertz ray tracing and volumetric lighting. I know, but even the consoles, even PCs are like, you have to have a really high-end PC to get all of that. Even my PC, which is pretty beefy, I'm not gonna lie. You know, Biff, you saw the progress of my PC. Like when I started building it and stuff like that. But yeah, even my like high end I can't even push out 4K and 120 hertz. I think best I can get with my TI is like 4K at 30 frames. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, even my PC, which is pretty, like I said, it is pretty beefy. It can do a lot, it can handle a lot, but even it can't do. At least as far as I know, I don't think it can. It might struggle if I tried to really push it. I haven't really pushed it to be honest. I haven't really seen like full on try to see its capabilities because I don't have the monitor to really test that. I still have a 1440p 144 hertz monitor, and while that's pretty good, like I haven't really got a monitor that can show me how far I can push. I mean, I run most of my games at 1440p and 120 frames. But not every game hits 120 frames. It always floats between like 60 and 90. I haven't really had any games that really just stay, unless they're like older games, but they're newer ones. Usually the frame rate hovers around somewhere between 60 and 90, even if I have the graphics set at 120 frames per second or 144. So, like I said, the games can run pretty good. But I'm still not going to be able to get like 4K 120 out of this thing. But that's okay. Because I think 1440p and 120 frames per second is kind of the sweet spot when it comes to gaming. But yeah, so I know, but a lot of people are really not happy to see this game getting good reviews based on because it's not on a powerful system, and because I'm like, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. I really don't. I don't see why so many people are like. I mean, I get it. It's for the whole. Like, a lot of these people are more interested in the console war side of gaming instead of the actual gaming itself. And I know the funny part is, I think most of the people complaining are gonna buy this game anyway. They have Switches. Like, I don't know why they act like they don't. Like, they either bought their own Switch, or they con their fan base to buying a Switch for them. Every one of these people okay, maybe like 99% of these people bitching about this right now are still going to play it. Some people are going to buy it just so they can tell you how awful it is. I mean, they're really going to sit there and be like, I played the game. This thing is terrible. Blah, blah, blah. That like, oh, there's a lot of people out there who do the whole, I play the game so you don't have to. And I'm just like, what an extremely niche group of people to get upset at Switch exclusives. I know, right? People are all kind of excuses. Oh, it's because the Nintendo fans are really hungry. They're thirsty for games right now. They had nothing come. Bro, man, just I understand that the game is not going to be everybody's bag, and that's okay. That's okay. I know people have no interest in the game, and I think I talked about this in my last stream too. There are games that get high scores and are overall good that I have no interest in. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. It's like, yeah, okay, good for that game, but I'm not really gonna like. I'm not really like into it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass and do something else, and that's fine. I used to be that guy who was like, this game is terrible, and you should feel bad for liking it too. And I'm just like, I got too old for that shit. You know, it's like whatever. And I was like, I don't care about the game. Like, since I have no interest in playing a game, I'm just not gonna focus on that game or like, you know what it is, right? Like my biggest example of this is The Last of Us 2. I had no interest in that game, but I'm not gonna talk crap about it. I'm gonna leave it alone. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and talk shit and make fun of people who liked it. It is what it is. So if I have no interest in the game, I'm not gonna talk about it. A lot of these people are upset. They don't have interest in the game, and they're mad that other people have interest in the game, and they're mad that review sites are praising the game and saying how good it is, and like, for whatever reason they can't have that. That's the early 2010s YouTube sentiment, and everyone had making angry gamer channel. Like, the sad part is a lot of people who started that in the 2010s are still doing it. To this day, they're still doing it. A lot of them like got married and had kids somehow. They somehow conned some woman into marrying them. Somehow conned that same woman to having their children. Hey, what up, Amazu? Hey, Amazu. Amazu. I don't know if you saw it or not yet, but hey, check it out. Yeah, I got an early copy. Look at that. I got the game today. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like, I got the game ahead of time. Hey, what up, Adam? How's it going? So, how was work today? So, yeah. Pikmin hybrids? No, I haven't really heard anything about that file. Sorry. I'm like, today has been all about the Zelda scores. It's been war. It has been war on Twitter. There are a lot of people out there right now who are just absolutely upset with the scores being high as they are. It's funny. It's just funny as hell to see this kind of shit go down. And yeah, I don't know what to tell you. So it's funny to watch it. You know, like I said, some of these people have no intention of buying the game whatsoever. Some of these people are gonna buy this game anyway. Doesn't matter. They're mad the game's scoring high, but they're gonna buy it and play it anyway. Maybe they'll complain about that it's not graphically as impressive or stuff like that. You know how it goes. But it's gonna be a wild ride. Like I said, I don't play the game. I've heard good things. 30 frames per second should be an automatic 30-point production. That's another thing. Like, when you think about it. I think there's another reason why I find it funny that people are mad about this, is because for all that hype about power and graphics and resolution and frame rates, all all of that, all the hype for it. And I'm not saying these are bad things, okay? Like, hey, like I said, I built a PC, runs pretty good. I'm not against higher graphics. They're nice. They're gonna play. They're not gonna play it on the low end. They're gonna play it and they're gonna talk about how terrible, how they hated the game, how it was all terrible, and how Nintendo should be ashamed of themselves for even releasing the game. But like I'm saying is, like what this game does, it just spits in the face of all their narrative. That's the problem. That's why they're mad. Because a game that basically, okay, runs at 720p and 30 frames or less per second is just beating the crap out of all those other games. It was a Switch OLED. First of all, nobody promised a Switch Pro. No, okay, hold on. Let me rephrase that. One person promised a Switch Pro, and that was Super Metal Dave. And he'd been promising a Switch Pro since halfway through the first day of the original Switch. And that guy has been on a crusade ever since to show you and the rest of us that a Switch Pro is on the way. At this point, he might as well start talking about the Nintendo system, because we are going to be 7 years in on this damn thing. So, they're going to be 7 years into this damn thing. But like I said, they're mad because this game, with its 720p sub HD and its 30 frames per second, is just crapping all over their narrative about how a game with graphics and high frame rates is supposed to be. This is 2023. The standard is this, the standard is that. Well, guess what? Nintendo and Zelda came along and said, fuck your standard. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. I mean, at this point, the next Switch, you might as well stop talking about the next Switch and get on with the next Nintendo system. Because that's what people should be looking for. That's what people should be looking into now. Like, you're not getting a Switch Pro. You're probably getting a Switch 2 in the next 2 or 3 years. No, it was... I'm not saying there weren't more than one, but no, it was mostly that Super Metal Dave guy who was just doing all this research. I'm sure there were a few others whose names I don't know. He's the one I know the most. Only because I saw people who did nothing but talk about that guy when he did it, so... At this point... Like I said, at this point, you might as well just start doing your research in Nintendo's next system. Right? It's like, you know, start looking forward, start keeping an eye on what Nintendo's patenting and this, that, and the other thing, what they're buying, and look more forward to the next system than a mid-gen upgrade for the next Switch, because we're way past mid-gen for the Switch. At this point, you might as well start looking at Nintendo's next console. Whether it be Switch 2 or Super Switch or Switch Ultra or Switch 64, I don't fucking know. But yeah, like I said, a lot of people I think are just mad because the game really just craps on the entire narrative that's been pushed for the past 2 years about graphics and frame rates. And hey, I'm not saying graphics and frame rates... What the hell? What the fuck? Huh, that was weird. Switch 4K. I mean, it could happen. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. It could be a 4K, but who knows? I can't really tell you. I'm not a rumor chaser. I'm not a tech chaser. Okay. When the next Nintendo system gets here, this one's gonna get here. Nintendo's gonna have to compete with the Steam Deck. Now, I think they're gonna take some lessons from the Steam Deck and incorporate it into their next handheld system. I mean, the Switch itself isn't even like an original concept. Like, the NVIDIA Shield came before the Switch. So the NVIDIA Shield was kind of like the same thing. It was like handheld gaming device that you can dock into something and play the game on like a computer monitor or a TV. And that's why I think Switch came along and made a deal with Nvidia, and that's why that's what they got the idea from. And there might have been something else before the Nvidia. I don't know. There are a few other handheld systems that do what the Switch does. It's not original. Like, there have already been other systems that did what the Switch is doing, where it's like, it's a handheld, and then you can plug it in. And you can plug it into, like, it's been like, it's not new, but Nintendo slapping their name on one of those things definitely helped them a lot. They researched that and said, hey, what if we do this? So what if we do this and we do that? You know what I'm saying? So it could be it could be like either or. So I don't know. But yeah, so like I said, chances are in the next 2 or 3 years you're going to hear something about new hardware from Nintendo, either whether they're going to show something or they're going to make an offhanded comment. It's hard to tell. But yeah, so anyway, the game is out. I have it. Yeah, that's right. The Asus ROG is the next one coming out. The thing about it is like, I don't think I'm gonna get any of these things. I don't really do. I'm not really into handheld gaming as much as I used to be. So like, sorry, I'm just checking on my phone real quick. But so yeah, it's like like I said, I don't really game outside at all. Like, I just, like, gaming is for gaming and outside is for outside. This is the conclusion I've come to. I think the only time I really play my Switch in dock mode is if I'm on a plane, and I'm just trying to occupy myself while the flight's going. But yeah, the new Asus ROG, it does sound like a more powerful version, but like, they have, as far as I know, they haven't revealed the price yet, and I think that's got a lot of people concerned. So they're like, what's the price? And Asus is not talking about the about the price. I, however, am kind of an Asus user a lot. My motherboard on this PC is an Asus. And sometimes my laptop, when I buy a laptop, it'll be an Asus. Oh, they did do a price. $650 to $700. Yeah, it's about the price of a. Okay, yeah, I missed that then. I missed when they priced it. Okay. Or I forgot. I don't know, either or. I mean, for that much money though, it better be good. I'm just saying. Nintendo needs to go back to the traditional home console model. They can't. I mean, who is really gonna buy a Nintendo system? I don't know, man. I mean, they more or less did traditional console with the Wii U, and that didn't turn out so well. And it wasn't I don't think it was the gamepad. That was a problem. Actually, Wii U mostly failed because of lack of advertising, and they just did not work with third parties to get the games running on their system. But whatever. I don't know why you think that if Nintendo comes up with a traditional home console, it's going to be like super powerful. It probably won't be. It'll probably be like PlayStation 4 level of power instead of trying to compete with PS5 or Xbox Series X. So I don't think you're going to get that out of Nintendo, even if they do their traditional home console. But another thing might be is like, hey, I think some people want Nintendo to go back to traditional home console so they can be so it will hurt them. So I don't know. Like I said, what's gonna happen with Nintendo? I don't know. But the Zelda scores are pretty high right now. Game's getting good reviews, and everybody is very, very, very. Well, a lot of people are happy, but some people are upset, and they're just like, I don't understand how this game, with all these technical, it's not as technically impressive. How come it doesn't? How come the game's good? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know yet. I haven't played it yet. I will play it soon. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much all I really need to say about that. Like I said, the Zelda scores are doing extremely well, and people are mad about that. Zelda scores some bullshit. I think a lot of people disagree with you, Mohammed. I don't know what else to tell you. Nothing I can do about it. If they go to original console, say goodbye to any more than 20 million console sales. Yeah, probably. I mean, it's a Zelda game, though, man. Zelda rarely misses. I'm not saying it doesn't. Because I was not a big fan of Skyward Sword. Microsoft and Lego get equal treatment. I mean, I don't know what to tell you there. I can't tell you there isn't bias, because yeah, there is. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's definitely bias. And game sites definitely do have more of a bias towards Nintendo and Sony. You know, they're not, they really don't say a lot of good things about Microsoft, it's true, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but Microsoft is doing just fine. You know, Game Pass is alive and kicking. It's providing a lot of people with games. People are enjoying Game Pass, you know, so it's not like they're failing. And like I said, Microsoft's more more focused on software than hardware at this point. That's why they're going on PC. They're putting Game Pass on like PC and other things. But I don't know what to tell you about that. And I'm sorry. Not much I can do about that. But yeah, so anyway, let's gonna move on to the next topic. Next week is actually some good news, and that's the fact that the Street Fighter 6 open beta, well, the Street Fighter 6 beta will now be open. So, yay for that. I'm definitely looking for, like, as much as I want to sit here and say that I don't want to get the game day one-ish, I can't lie and say it's not looking pretty good. I mean, the game is coming out right. The game is already coming out with. It's going to have this arcade mode already. I like arcade mode. I don't like arcade mode. It's like, I like an arcade mode. Okay. If I can get a hold of it, yes, I should. I will. I don't see why I shouldn't be able to. I mean, as long as it's available and I can play some online matches, I think it should be. I think it comes out next week. It's like the. Let me look that up. Give me a second here. Let's see. I'm gonna find out right now. But yeah, I mean, it's looking more like a complete game at launch. Let's see. May 19th through May 21st. What day is that? Yeah, my dumbass can't tell time all of a sudden. But, so yeah, it's coming out, on the 19th through the 21st. That's about, what, 2-3 days of it? I'm pretty sure I can get something in there. But yeah, like I said, it's actually looking pretty good. The game overall, I mean, it's got arcade mode. I like arcade mode. People are like, oh, I like arcade. Like when Street Fighter V didn't originally have an arcade mode, like who cares about arcade mode? Like I do. All right, I like arcade modes. Okay, they're cool. It's a good way to introduce yourself into the game. All right, it's fun. Okay, it's fun to run the gauntlet and have arcade mode. I enjoy it. A lot of people enjoy it. Okay, and it's not being added later. It's actually gonna be their day one. The next Friday. Okay. Oh yeah, for the weekend. Shit, I gotta work though. But we'll see. But yeah. So it's gonna have arcade mode. It's bringing back the bonus stages. Like after a while, I turn the bonus stages off, and I'm like, yeah, okay. But it's cool that they're there. Like they're bringing back like they're bringing back the truck, the destroy the truck thing. It's like this time it's a big semi. So right, like I care about arcade mode. So hold on. But yeah, so it's definitely looking a lot better. It's definitely looking a lot better at launch than Street Fighter V did. Street Fighter V was a complete fucking mess of a launch, and Street Fighter, it looks like they're Capcom has done a lot better in the last few years. I think they took a look at that and went, yeah, I think we can do a little better at launch. I'm still not happy about the fact that characters will come later that you have to buy. I still think that sucks. Like, it should be an option. You should be able to at least unlock the characters without having to pay. If you want to pay the money ahead of time and just get the characters, that should be fine. But it should also be an option if you want to unlock them as you play. But like I said, the game is actually looking really good as a launch. It really does. I mean, I played the demo. I like the gameplay. It reminds me a lot of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, which I love Third Strike. A lot of people didn't like it. Those people are wrong. Third Strike is probably one of my second favorite Street Fighter game, next to Street Fighter Alpha 2. So I really like the fact that they're like bringing a lot of elements from Street Fighter 3 Third Strike into the new Street Fighter into Street Fighter 6. So it's a lot of the aesthetics from Street Fighter 3 they're putting into Street Fighter 6, and it's looking pretty damn good. And quite frankly, running off the Resident Evil graphics engine is also a step up. Like I said, both Tekken and Street Fighter 6 are just looking amazing. I don't know too much about Street Fighter. I'm not Street Fighter. I don't know too much about Tekken. Is Fei Long in it? I don't know. He's not initially. He might be later on. I think he'll be added to the game eventually. I really do. I think he's gonna be. He's eventually gonna be added to the game. Like I'm telling you right now, Fei Long will return in Street Fighter 6. I'm calling it right now. Could be a few years from now, but I do believe that they will add Fei Long to the game, like for real. Like it's gonna happen. Fei Long will be in this game. I'm sure they'll. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I mean, they brought back DJ. DJ looks kind of cool. A lot of characters look cool, so I can't wait. But yeah, and they bring yeah. It's gonna be like Street Fighter 6 definitely gonna be a decent game to buy on day one. Like I said, not too thrilled about having to buy DLC characters later on. As far as like having to buy stages and costumes, I don't care about that. Like the costumes are just there. They don't do anything special. They're just there for like, I don't know, bragging rights or whatever like that. I don't know. But I don't care about the costumes. I don't care if I get new. I don't care if the costumes are if they sell costumes. I don't care if they sell stages. The only thing I care about is the characters, and it kind of sucks that they're gonna like add more as it goes. But a lot of my main characters are already in there, so So we will see. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that game, and hopefully more news on Tekken 8. I know they've been like every couple days they show a new character for Tekken 8, but I don't think they showed anybody new. The only new character they showed in Tekken 8 so far that I've seen, unless I missed it, was they brought back Jun Kazama. Like, that's it. Outside of that, I don't know. I don't know who else is going to be in the game. Like I said, they showed like returning characters, but nobody new. So I don't know yet. But yeah, so it's gonna be good. I can't wait. Like, I want to try the beta. I'm definitely gonna look forward to that. I want to try it out. I don't know, Amazon. We'll try to set something up. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can like match up for the beta and get a few rounds and see how it goes. Because I definitely want to try it. And yeah, so how long has this stream been anyway? I'm trying to like, let's see, how long have I been streaming? What does it tell me? Oh god, it's only been like 45 minutes almost. But yeah, so Street Fighter 6 is definitely starting to look mighty tasty. So that's gonna be something. I can't wait for that. And I'll be right with you. One thing real quick. Roger's wife. I'm sure they'll bring back one of the kangaroo characters or whatever like that. So last thing I want to talk about in this stream is I don't know about you guys, but I've discovered something about myself when it comes to graphics of video games, and I think for me personally, my favorite type, especially in RPGs, I really like this in RPGs, is the animated cel-shaded look. Yeah, that's right. I know when Zelda Wind Waker first came out, we all went, yeah. But over the years, I've learned to appreciate it. I guess because graphically it can hold up better now. And I really, like when I said, my favorite type of graphical genre right now is like the animated cel-shaded look, whether it be, am I doing Twitch today? I don't know. I kind of want to because I got the Zelda game, but I'm afraid to stream it because I might get in trouble. I don't know. Like I said, other people are streaming it just fine, so we'll see. I don't know. It might actually just go ahead and go through it. We'll find out. We will find out. But as I was saying, one of my favorite graphic types is, the animated cel shaded. So I just want to show up a few games that like I really enjoyed when it came to this kind of thing. Like I said, these are games that I usually like, and I have them for PC too, but like, games like the No More Heroes series I think is pretty cool. I mean, Wind Waker was pretty good at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie. But, and like, I think it helped bring, not that cel shaded game graphics weren't around, but it definitely helped bring it to the forefront. And like I say, a lot of my favorite games I've found out are more on the cel-shaded level. So, I got like the No More Heroes series, cel-shaded type game. Love it. Fire Emblem Three Houses was an animated type game. I like that too. Highly underrated game that should have got more attention was definitely Ultimate Alliance 3. This one was a pretty cool game. I'm surprised this game didn't come out for anything else. Yeah, I don't know about Wind Waker on the Switch. I don't know. That might happen one day. Of course, we got Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition, which took the original and gave it more of a cel-shaded animated look, updated the graphics of it a bit, upgraded feel. pretty cool. I like this game. Like, okay, well, I mean, Zelda Chronicles. Come on, man. Got the Shin Megami Tensei games that I thought were pretty good as like they were cel shaded. Okay, this is more of a PS2 game, but you know, that's pretty cool. This one too with the animated type cel shading. I think they're pretty good. Of course, Zelda Chronicles 3. And I have 2, but I didn't feel like digging it out because I have like the big box version over there. And of course, the Fire Emblem games are pretty good as well. You know, Fire Emblem Gage was really cool. I like the graphic style on this one. And of course, Zelda. Both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom had that cel-shaded look. I think it's pretty good. Another game I really liked was Monster Hunter Stories 2. I got that for PC. That's a pretty interesting. That was a pretty cool game. It looked pretty cool. I just seem to be more inclined to play like these animated looking games than anything else. Like, yeah, I like games that sometimes have the realistic looking graphics. But outside of that, whatever. Like I said, I have a more of a favorite on the cel shaded anime side type of gaming. I don't know what it is. That's just me. So even when I'm playing these games on my PC, like I definitely like the more animated style looking ones. So I think they're a good time. The games don't really get a lot of attention because of their graphic styles. Because a lot of people are like, well, I want my video games to look photorealistic. Good for you, I guess. I'm not turning down a good photorealistic looking game. I have played some games, graphically impressive games that were just enjoyable. I mean, hey, the Tomb Raider games were amazing. Like I did not like the original Tomb Raider series at all, but the remakes, the Tomb Raider reboot series, I thought was great. I loved it. Definitely like on a photorealistic looking level with the people and the environments. Yeah, me too. Like I prefer animated over super real. Not that I'm knocking super realism, because I have a lot of games on the super realism that I enjoyed, that I thought were great. I'm not knocking the style, but I definitely enjoy. I seem to have more inclination to play these animated looking games and stuff like that. But like I said, Tomb Raider game, the Uncharted games are pretty cool. I like those. Okay, those weren't like photorealistic, but they were pretty good. You know, they're pretty good up there. You never get over his bats in Tomb Raider 1. I tried to play the first Tomb Raider game. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know what it is about that series. I don't know. To me, like I said, I love the reboot series. Let's see. What other games that like? I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 looked kind of cool. I wouldn't call it photorealistic, but it looks pretty good on PC. So, but like I said, I'm not knocking the games that have the super realism. I just seem to get more enjoyment out of like the animated games. And that's weird, because I got friends who just want nothing but, like, they want nothing but realistic looking graphics. They're like, everything these days should look realistic. Everything has got realistic. I mean, I'm like, it's okay. But, I don't know, so that's just my thoughts on the matter. And, yeah, so I really don't know what else I want to talk about here. I mean, pretty much covered all the bases. So, like I said, the Zelda game getting good reviews. I'm sure the tomorrow on Metacritic, I'm pretty sure when people are giving their personal reviews, I mean, you know goddamn well this game's gonna get a review bombed. People will literally go and review bomb a game just to try to get its Metacritic score down for. I don't know. I don't know why they do this. Why? Why do people do that? That's actually a good question. What is it to you? What a game's Metacritic score is? I don't understand that. You know, when you really sit there and think about it, what's the fucking point? What are they doing? Like, it really means something to people that a Metacritic score is lowered. It's like it hurts them physically somehow. That games have a high Metacritic score or a low Metacritic score. I don't understand this mentality. But like I said, yeah, I mean, like I was talking about earlier, that whole thing, this console war stuff was kind of fun back in, like, it was fun in my late 20s, early 30s. But I grew up. I moved on. I'm not going to say I didn't participate. I'm not going to say I didn't have my troll moments. I'm not saying I didn't go there and talk my shit. Because I did. I wasn't any better. But after a while, it's like, it's not that important anymore. I'm enjoying these games. Why not? But anyway, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I think that should be it for the stream. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Today, oh my god, I'm probably going to play this Zelda game, aren't I? I want to kind of try streaming it, but I don't want to get in trouble. I don't think I would, but who knows? All right. Anyway, like I said, I think that'll be it for the stream for the YouTube stream for today. I may or may not pop up on Twitch later. I don't know. But anyway, I think that's going to be it for today. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. If I don't stream on Twitch today, it's definitely going to happen tomorrow. And for the next few days, we'll be hopping back into it. But anyway, so I'll say I appreciate everybody stopping by. Like, I've already seen I've seen people streaming it, though, today. Like, a legit copy. And they have, like, over 1,000 viewers, and they're doing fine, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. But anyway, like I said, appreciate everybody stopping by, and I will see you guys later. And who knows? I'll see if I can squeeze on. I'll see if I can get another YouTube stream. And I don't know if real gamer is going to do a podcast later today or not. He asked about Thursday. I said I was available, but nobody else said anything, so I don't know if he plans on doing one or not. I guess I'll see. But anyway, all right. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to play this game.